Welcome to the second part of the streams, of today's streams. Sorry, of today's stream. Yeah. So, yeah, we need to do this in 2 weeks. This is why today we have a second stream. The first one was not so big, only 3 hours, but with breaks, of course. So let's continue. So I was looking at this application and pressing some buttons, and I figured like it's not clear what's going on when there is no steps inside. So let's do this first. Really, we should do it for each possible thing we're displaying. So I could just put it inside each one. There is probably a smarter way to do it, but I'm not sure what is the smarter way. So let's do it in a stupid way. So if view model data solutions does not equal to empty array. Actually, let's start somewhere we will be sure it works. Here. So detailed view is technical step view for now. And let's create a Z stack here. And inside the Z stack, we will create an if statement. So if self view model data text steps does not equal to empty array, then we execute our code, or else we'll say just text there are no technical steps to display here. So let's check if it works. I mean, this is just an empty array. Oh, technical steps is a better example. I should have gone. It's not Z stack, it's H stack. Or it's V stack, sorry. V stack, yeah. And maybe while we are here, so there is something wrong with our text steps in terms of so all of these text steps, they correspond to step for creating sticking tasks. So basically I want to provide it here so we know that it should display only for this step. And then inside our data manager, we need also to try to assign a current step. and do the same thing here. Display text steps, display text steps, compact map, text step. Step, text steps, contains text step, D, otherwise nil. And now we should be able to check if it works or not. Okay, process, direct loading, create picking tasks. So we have text steps here, but when I select something else, it says there are no technical steps to display here. And actually, so I'm doing padding here, and it's fine. Do I want to do also a padding here? Or maybe here. Yeah, here seems fine. Okay, it works perfectly. So I do want to implement it for pretty much everything. For example, this one. So steps. And then it says there are no steps to display here. Perfect. Now I want to do it for our sidebar. It might be a little bit different. It's already a VStack. So because it's already a VStack, let's just copy our if thing and we will replace this, and there are no rows to display here. Padding. Where do I have padding? I have it here, so I do not need padding here. And this is the difference. Probably here the same thing. So navigation filter view. Also VStack, and I don't use padding. And this close. Close. Steps. Text steps. Okay, here. Here we will have a lot. So this one I want to put here. There are no solutions. Okay, seems fine. And then this one. No, this is solution view. So then filter view. Okay. This is tags. The previous one was solutions. Solutions. And then when we have processes, there are no processes to display here. It's fine. Processes. Okay. There are no steps to display here. Oh, wow. Here. Okay, it works, but then I want it to display here and here, and it doesn't. Why doesn't it display in top left? So alignment leading, primary view, alignment leading. Here, alignment leading, alignment leading. It is leading everywhere. Maybe instead of leading, I want to create spacers. For example, here, if I add a spacer here. Yeah, now it is on the top. Then I want to add another spacer using an H stack. Let's do it like this, H stack. And then spacer. Yeah, now it works great. Right? Here maybe I want it to be centered like this. It is fine. But I want it to be left as well. So detail view, have a V stack, but I need H stack. So the same thing. H stack. Let's see how it changed. Okay, so let's see. Now I can barely tell that something has changed, but I believe it is. So it is looking more and more the way I want it to look, which is nice. Can I build it? I want to build it for other color theme. I want to build it just to see how it looks in the other color theme. Maybe I can look here in the canvas. I think here it is. It should be simple. At least I thought it is simple. Bring forward. Oh, well. What is this? Interesting. I remember they showed during the developer video, but I don't remember how they did it. I think they created multiple previews to look at the same time at dark theme and not dark theme. Does it be here? Okay, let's maybe just change our system preferences. I hope it will not require a reboot. Oh wow, everything is so light. So bright. Okay, I think it looks fine. Maybe it even looks better than the dark one. Yeah, I like it. Let's change it back to dark. Okay, we wanted to introduce some scrolling. Scroll view. V-stack spacing. Oh, we have some spacing. Maybe I could use it instead of padding. So scroll view. Vertical by default. I want to add it here. Scroll view. Maybe I can get rid of Z-stack. Okay. It works, but it is strange. Why was it like? It was kind of bad before, and now it works fine. Yeah, this is great. Then here I can have a separate scroll view, and it will be undependent. It will be like, we have this selected, so I can scroll it here. Yeah. The only thing is, why was it not working properly? So I select this, and it looks like this, and I don't like it. Okay, now it is fixed. Okay, yeah, I have no idea what to do with it yet. But let's add another scroll view to our detail view here. Instead of this stack, we will use scroll view. Okay, that was much easier than I was imagining. It works quite well. So now I have scroll view here, scroll view here. This is great. This is great. So what I want to do for each step, I want to add some things to it. So first I want to add responsible, then step type, is it automatic, is it manual? Let's do it. So for each step, stack, text, description. Okay, so after after header but before description. And let's try this. Maybe no. Okay, so it will be H stack, and we will have multiple things here. The first one, let's put responsible. I think it's easy. We just do it like this. Step responsible. We cannot do it like this because we only have an idea of responsible, and we need to get this responsible. First, let's try it like this. Array first. So it's kind of map that we used before. Map. But it's not really a map. We just look in the first result. I wonder. So all our data is identifiable. Can we use it? Can we use it to find an element in array? Find Swift find element in array by ID. First, where it's not what I'm looking for. Oh, this one I already saw. This one I can do, of course. But it's not smart. First, index where? Let's just try it. So well, it's our view model, and we'll have responsibles. No, we'll first have data, and we'll have responsibles. Then what do we have? Form index, index, returns an index. Returns position immediately after the given index. I almost want to change it to dictionaries. If I have a dictionary and then we have ID and then an element itself, will it be better? Well, it surely will be much simpler. Let's try to do it. So let's try to do it with responsibles. So basically we have responsible ID. How did I DDID DDID to responsible like this. And then when we fill it with our test data here, responsibles, we need to provide an ID 51 like this. Then here it is very easy. I just provide an ID of responsible using our step, because this is an ID. Not, I saw that you can refactor it to a new view, but I think it works only in the next Xcode, which is beta Xcode. So let's do it manually. Extract step header view. I hope it will simplify this stuff. Okay, step header view and view model and step. Okay, what's the problem then? Unable to affirm complex closure return type at explicit type. What do you mean? Unable to infer complex closure return type. And this is why sometimes I don't like SwiftUI, because it's just what doesn't want. Okay, now the error is gone. Then if I just add a text, hi, there is no error. But if I introduce an H stack, it's still fine. And what was the problem? Maybe this is the problem. GDID lives only inside the core data. So let's keep it a string. Build failed. Is it failed? Can't convert. Step. Wait, what do you mean? It's not an ID. How is it not an ID? Can't be anything else than ID. So step responsible ID. Value of type string. We need this thing. If let responsible equals this, and provide a text responsible. Surely we cannot use it like this, because I have a let here. So we have to do it stupidly. I have to say if it's not a new, then we can force unwrap it. I don't like this. There's no subscripts. Yeah, because I want name. Is it name? Yes, it is name. Oh, yeah. I already have this thing here. Can I do it like this? No. Change the optional username access member name only from the new base values. Well, really, we should always have the responsible. But if there will be no responsible, is it bad that we will display no translation instead? Because I don't want to do it like this. You can say no responsible, no translation, or no responsible found. Okay, next thing is Swift UI. I want some kind of badge. Do we have something for a badge? Badge, like this one article, add a badge value. Simple way for tab view. Circle, this tag, circle. Okay, let's do it like this. So, this tag. It will not be circle, it will be rectangular. Rectangle. Rectangle. And foreground color. Let's say it's a good color. Let's see, green. And I want some round corners. Actually, maybe it's even rectangle, rounded rectangle. Field failed. Okay, now it is too complex, it seems. So let's have a separate view. It will be step meta view, which is a view of course. And can say just step meta view and initializer. Some key model. This is step. Okay. Now it is strange. What don't you like? Do you want me to have another V stack here? Okay. Let's try just to build it. Build failed. If I remove foreground color. Build failed. What? Build? Oh, this is the real error. Corner radius 10.0. Ah, all this for nothing. Do I want step meta view as a separate thing? Let's have it as a separate thing. No, it's too much. Okay. Yeah, why is that like this? As soon as I resize it, it's fine. So H stack. Yeah, we will put spacer here at the end. Okay, warehouse industry. Let's keep it secondary. Okay, step type. Step type row. And I saw some fine thing here. Spacing. Spacing. This will drive me insane. So direct loading. Okay, but why spacing didn't work? Is it because of spacing? No, it is not. But I like rounded corners. Maybe let's have it primary. Step type, manual. Okay, it's fine. Does it look like a button? I think it does. It doesn't look like some badge. My spacer didn't work. Hi, Double Lip. I hope I pronounce it correctly. We are creating an application for managing enterprise documentation. So basically, there are some big companies who need to have documentation for their, I don't know, enterprise system or their some other software, and I'm creating an application. You can see it on screen where you can, based on the number of attributes like solution and tag, is it global, is it related to EU or US, and you choose a process, and then you choose a flow. Then you can see all the data related to your selection, and you can change it, you can save it, you can see technical details. Yeah, what's wrong with the scroll view? Some back of scroll view. Yeah, you can see some technical details, and you can manage it like hundreds of people working with the same documentation, stuff like this. It's kind of a niche thing for sure, but on my work, I have I want to have something like this in my regular work, and there is nothing that is close to it. So I want to develop my own solution and maybe to sell it to someone. Cool. Yeah, well, keep at it. It's so easy to learn nowadays. I think you have all the chances to become the best. Well, for me, it's my first macOS application, so I'm not so knowledgeable, but I'm trying my best to to make it work. Make it work. Okay. So secondary, no, primary is not good either. What's a good color? Accent color. Oh, this is what I wanted, I think. The only thing is that maybe it's a little too much, and again, spacer doesn't work for some reason. It's fine. I mean, I want to interact with people for sure. Like this is why I have this stream. So how long have I been learning coding? Well, I think the first, well, if we are talking about coding, like programming some functional stuff, I think first I started at 2014, so it was 6 years ago. But really, for all these years, it was a hobby, and it's still a hobby because on my usual work, I'm writing some specifications like how stuff should work, but I'm not programming myself. So it's been a long time. I mean, 6 years, quite amount of time, but really it is a hobby, and I'm not yet a master, let's say. So maybe if I like something tries to extend here, it is either rounded rectangle or text. If I like restrict this rounded rectangle and say has a frame, and how do I do it? I think I did it somewhere here. Yeah, thanks. Best of luck to you. Well, it fixed it. Yeah, I think it is this rectangle stuff. So it wants to extend the same with the same priority as spacer. Take care. Bye bye. And thanks for following. So I could just introduce max width for this. This is the way to do it. Max width. Let's say 100 is max. And the same thing here. Yeah, this is back. This bug is torturing me. And I can actually do it on this tag. So the text will also adapt. Oops. Okay, yeah, this is better, but I think the text is too big. So maybe we can make the text smaller. Let's do it in the whole H stack. Font. System. What is callout? Footnote. Maybe this is a good one. Is it smaller? I'm not sure if it's smaller. So let's say that this one is footnote and this one is a caption. What is caption? It looks the same to me. I don't see any difference. So what we could do, we could provide font size ourselves. I don't like the idea. I think they need to add more standard ones here because I don't see any small text size whatsoever. So let's say that the size is 8. Okay, I can see now it's smaller for sure, maybe too small, 10. Yeah, this pane with scroll view, maybe scroll view bug with why does it happen? So scroll view, if we go to our primary view, this is the scroll view. Okay, what if I put it around a V stack? No, an H stack. And then I put spacer here. Let's try. No, it doesn't fix it. Yeah, this is a little bit annoying. Let's try like this. This fixes it. So scroll view, I need some spacer, right? And it fixed this stuff as well. I need some spacer inside. And this spacer is not enough because it is inside if. Oh, maybe I could put, maybe I know how to fix it. A simple way. If I put an H stack here, and then a spacer here, does it fix it? Yeah. It kind of makes sense. Maybe it's even my fault. Let's do the same thing here. H stack and spacer. It makes sense because other way, like there is just only text inside a scroll view. Why would it resize it to the whole thing? Now it works great. Only thing, why there is such a gap here? It's a big gap here. This text is shortened. Oh, so maybe the text is the wrong thing to use for me. Okay. If not text, where do I have text for description? Maybe there is some text area, text field, text range. What is text field? Editable. Range of text. Not typically used by developers. Let's maybe Google it. I think it will be faster. Swift UI text shorten it. Minimum scale factor, line limits. Let's try text area, because later this text will be editable for sure. Not now, but later. So maybe text area or text field. It's not field. Yeah, let's give text area. No answer. Yeah, this is the same problem. Multi-line text field. UI text view. Well, surely it's not like this, because if I create a new project and let's say that we are creating an app, oh, but I think create document based, yeah, just test. Swift UI, yeah, this document based application. Now, okay, how do they do it? So on text they use max width infinity and max height infinity. Let's try it. Description. This is not enough space. Now let's change it. Let's change it. Sidebar view. Here, right? Spacing 10.0. Is it spacing? I used that somewhere. Yes, it is spacing. Okay. Okay. Now it is shortened again. I don't want it to be shortened. How did they do it? Oh, this is strange, because On other laptop, I think it worked fine. I mean, it was not centered. It was just a notepad. Seems like. Let me check on my other laptop. Cannot see the screen of other laptop. Oh, and it's dead. I need to charge it. Okay, maybe we will deal with it later after I charge my laptop, which has a beta version of the new Xcode and the next operating system. And for now, let's keep it as it is, and I will remove this infinity stuff. I don't want my description to ever be shortened. If I just apply max height infinity, because width is fine. It is shortened. I don't get it. Let's look into the quick help here. One or more lines of read-only text. Yeah. Truncation model. Truncation mode. Truncation mode. Truncate at the beginning of the line. It's not what I wanted. Give it a font body. What does it say? Font with a body text style. Text you always use exactly the amount of space it needs to display its rendered contents, but you can affect the view layout. Propose specific dimensions. Localizing strings. Oh, this is good. I need to look into it later. Oh, allow typing. Compress the space between characters. It's not what I want to do. The minimum amount of text scales down to fit the available space. Handling a multi-line text. Multi-line text alignment. I set the width beforehand. This is very strange. I don't think this should be a problem to anybody. Allows tightening. Let's try this one. Allows tightening. False. It's already shortened. Damn. It's already shortened. Yeah, this looks like buttons for sure. So probably I don't want to keep them like this. Okay, let's deal with this first. So just remove it for now. Yep. I just keep them small and under the header. Maybe I want to also set the font color to secondary. So I don't want anymore. And where do I change the color of font? Here, right? Have a foreground color. Okay, we need some spacing. Let's have it here. Spacing 10.0, and I want more spacing here, maybe 30. Yeah, it looks much better. A little bit bigger font size. 16, a little too big. 12, 14. I think 14 is the best. Okay, what's next? So now we have information who does it and is it manual or automatic step. The next thing would be changing, right? Changing. It seems that the next step is changing. So we have this data manager created with the test data. But actually for data manager, it needs a source, data source. Because data collection should be rebuilt quite often. And we need data source. I think this should be data type. Let's create a new file. Data source. Data source, and it is a struct for now. Maybe it will be a class. No, it will be a struct. Okay, and for test data, there is no data source. Data source type is none. It is purely for testing purposes. And we'll have local local, then we need remote git, and then we need API here. So it will have at least one property, which is type, and it is data source type. So here I will not create it here. I will have to do it here. Data collection, yes. All good about data collection, but we also need data source. And type none. For testing purposes, this should be enough. Collection type, data source type, no, data source. So data source equals source. Missing label data source, because I provided this is a data source, data source. Build succeeded. Yeah, let's keep it a separate file for now. Because I will add a link here later. Let's link URL. Probably some other stuff. Okay. Now I have data source, and it is just like this. So the next thing I want to do is I want to allow to edit steps. This is another thing where I need to grasp the concept of text fields. Yeah, I have no idea how I will do it. So check our font size change. Okay, now it looks almost the same as this one. So I believe 12 was the right call. Okay. Interesting. Now it displays everything. Why? What did I didn't change anything. I lost tightening. It didn't help. Why now it works as I wanted? Maybe it was these rectangles. These rectangles maybe I messed it up. Yeah, probably. Probably 20. Let's remove. I can add them anytime I want later. Simple like this. Okay. But I'm happy now it works fine. So I need to add some buttons. Right here. Button. Action. Label. Action. So let's create just intents. Function edit step. Don't know what will it do yet, but it's our view model edit step. You have a label. Do it like this. Edit. Will it work like this? So now we have a problem somewhere here, but we don't know where, because we have this thing, this Swift UI thing, that this doesn't let us to understand where the problem is. So string and then action. Let's try it like this. String and then action. Action is edit step. And string will be edit. Okay. Nice, it's working now. So button style, button style. Starting a button. Let's say that it is a default button style. And we'll set it. Set it somewhere here. Button style. Import style. So let's check. Okay, now it's a good button. I like it. Do I want it like this? Maybe to edit, it's better to press on the text itself instead of having a button. But it's not intuitive for sure. Press edit. This changes, this changes, this changes, and this changes. It's kind of intrusive, like it's everywhere. I mean, if I have a long text, it seems fine. And it's a small button. Let's keep it like this for now. Okay, so action, edit, step. And we need to pass which step we need to edit. Then the whole stuff changes. A whole lot of things changes. Edit step, step, step. Edit step. The simplest thing is just to have another bar here. So if we say that editing, and it will be anything of the type dd data, dd core data. It is a protocol, right? Yeah, it's our protocol, dd core data. Can I assign to new? And basically when I say edit step, it will change editing to step. Protocol of the core data can only be used as generic constraint because it has self or associated type requirements. Okay, let's say any. And then we can say it's like this. Editing any editing. Editing something. Okay, is it a good idea? I don't know. So, editing something. And then I have to implement it everywhere. Edit step. Sure. Okay. Crazy. This is crazy. It will be uncontrollably complicated for sure. So basically, we have a step view here. And instead of a step view, let's say it like this. If self view model editing equals step. Value of protocol type any cannot conform to equatable. And how do I do it? How do I do it? And I cannot use let or stuff like this here because this is a view. So I think we could just say that editing is an array is an array. It's just empty array. Then when we choose something, we say that editing is array with something. Can we do it like this? Now here I check if editing contains step. Cannot convert. Yeah. Else. Still cannot convert step to expected types, argument type any. This is strange. Okay, what if we have, yeah, this could work actually. So if editing is a string, let's say that it's equals to empty, but then we can say that equals to something. Now here we are checking, not here, here we're checking if it is equal to ID of our step. And then when we choose something, we provide ID as well. Let's try to build it. String for sure. Okay. Now we have a process. When I press edit, it should disappear. Yes. 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 Okay, it is great. I think it's good. I'm not sure if it is correct thing to do, but it works and I like how it works. So now I need to create step edit view, but this I think we will do tomorrow. Let me just create an empty view here. Step edit view. Okay. And empty h stack. Okay, let's just copy it for now. Yeah, this I need to change tomorrow. Okay, so I think it was productive today. So we need to finish, of course, this in 2 weeks. And it will be hard to do it because I have a lot of plans for this application, how it should look like, and more importantly, what it should do. But we will try hard to do it, and I will see you tomorrow. The next stream will be tomorrow. Okay, see you. Bye bye.